Hey coaches, we're going to help to give you a massive breakthrough in your business because you want one. Who doesn't? So we're at Beachbody Summit 2014, and I just have one question for my friends Andrea and Lisa about what we just experienced. And that question is, what did you get out of this year's summit more than anything else? What was your biggest, most important takeaway?
I had a feeling we were going to ask that question. To tell you the truth, of all the success stories and all the wonderful things that I've heard and learned and how big I learned Beachbody was, the funnest part is I remember it took me back about a couple of years ago when I thought to myself, am I ever going to find a world where there's people just like me? Because I felt like I was so alone, and where people eat healthy and care about their health and all those unique things. Well, it turns out that it's all around us. There's Beachbody everywhere. So, I mean, it's a huge community. Huge. We had 9,700 people here this year. And it just keeps growing. So, it turns out that world is here. It's just everywhere. So, just finding out how to connect with them.
I love that you said that, because when more people of this kind of energy get together, we can create an energy vortex that actually brings more people towards us. And that's hugely important, actually. So we need to get more people out here, and we're going to. But back to this breakthrough, I'm getting to that. Lisa, what say you? The same question.
Oh, same question. Wasn't sure if I should be thinking the same question. Okay, for me, the biggest breakthrough, there were so many. Since I can only choose one, the importance of leadership. We might say, oh yeah, of course, that's obvious, but really taking on, not the role just for myself, oh, I'm a leader, all of us as a team together, because we learn from each other. So it's not just me, and it's just everybody coming together and being there for each other and doing whatever it takes to get here, make all the events that you can, which is all the events, because I think when you want to, you will. And that's really what I have to say, is just the importance of teamwork, and nobody's in this alone, and you can, I suppose, do it alone, but why, when you have such support from other teammates and people you can lift up and people lift you up? It's just such a win-win. So that's probably my biggest takeaway, hearing all the leaders, we're all leaders, but all the people who were presenting, I should say, on stage, saying how they started and their struggles and how they overcame them, and it was all with the support of people.
I just want to add a little bit of tidbit. There's something I noticed, just like Lisa was saying here, that everybody has in common with all of us. Everybody's very articulate and well postured and confident, and you ask anybody a question, they'll have a good answer for you. If they don't have an answer, they'll find one. It's all in this training. So and these people that are teaching these things are people that started with nothing. Everybody. I mean, so it's just like, and they always make clear, I started where you were, and I'm up here on stage now.
And many times they'll say, I couldn't even speak, I didn't want to make a video, and I was afraid to even show up. So it's not like you have to feel that, oh, I'm a good speaker, or I'm so confident. People come scared, and they overcome their fears all together.
Because it's a team.
That's right.
Very well said. And there's a lot of people that should be noted that aren't doing very good and aren't well postured, and a complete mess, but that's why they're here. So, but the thing that everybody has in common is everyone wants to be better than they are right now, and they're taking action to do it, which is really cool, which takes me to the breakthrough. So the breakthrough that I want to give for you guys, or at least the opportunity for it, if you want to take it, if your goal is to play bigger this year and you need to make that breakthrough, you're stuck, or maybe you're just brand new and you want a faster start than maybe you would have otherwise, I'm going to recommend that you go to Summit 2015. I've never pushed it hard before, but this year pretty much sold me because of all the stories that I heard of people going on stage who were here last year, who were in the most dire of circumstances, things going on that most of us, me included, will never understand or realize or appreciate because we haven't been there ourselves. There's people that were homeless. There's a lady that was on her 4th round of chemo that made it out here. There's another lady that her flights were canceled. She drove from the Carolinas last minute because she couldn't get a flight to be in Las Vegas. There's a lady that was dependent on food stamps from the government to take care of her kids because she was unable to take care of her kids, and she felt like crap, as you can imagine. Fast forward 12 months later, after going to Summit, she's earned over her first $100,000. She can take care of her family, and she feels a lot better from the inside out. There's a guy that paid off $35,000 worth of debt that I heard about. There's all these enormous breakthroughs.
Wheelchair lady.
Wheelchair lady. She just had this really big surgery on her knee that takes a long time to recover from. It's a slow, painful, tedious process, and she just said, you know what, I'm going to Summit. And she found a way to make it work.
With the help of my team, pushing me, saying we'll make it happen. So
Absolutely. So the big reasons that people use as reasons for not to go to Summit are actually the perfect reasons why you have to go to Summit. And I've never pushed it before, but after all these stories, facts tell, but stories sell. It's true. So I want you guys to realize if you're struggling, if you're broke, you should go to Summit. If you don't have time and your life is just in chaos, you should go to Summit.
Just go to Summit.
You should go to Summit.
especially a special incentive.
There is special incentives. I have a birthday this year at Summit, so that's, you're invited to my
That's the
birthday
number
party.
one incentive.
Ticket purchase is going to be a couple $100-ish, a couple $100. Totally worth it. It's going to help you reduce your taxes, so create some nice savings there, but more importantly, the breakthrough. So if you can't afford to go, you can't afford not to go. And if your goal is something else, that's totally cool. I support you what your goal is, but there has to be a congruence with your goals, what you want, and what your actions are. So if you want to play big, you got to go to Summit. And see you there. Let's create that energy vortex. That's where the breakthroughs are happening. Every top earner in every company, they're going to their company's big events. That's just the way it is. So if that's your goal, line up your mouth with your thoughts and your actions, and I'll see you at Summit. Thanks for video bombing the video.
Oh, I had to. I had to be done.
And I'm not editing that out, so you guys
Good.
can see this is real. I'm going to give you a quick view of our room outside the hotel room, and then I'll be signing off.
Wait, Willie.
Oh, that was gross.
All right.
It's after 9:30, Tom.
All right, just a second.
By the time we get the luggage and everything.
Sorry you got to edit, but when we're going off the cuff, you got to tell me what you did. You don't want something mentioned.
I'm
I might
going
want
to edit this part too because I'm still recording. The pool area.
What do we gotta take out?
Let me close this off real quick. See you at Summit 2015. Let's go.